Overwatch hat makes me look like a failed Twitch streamer.
Is that what you think whenever you see like an Overwatch hat or something like that?
Oh yeah, I look like a. Have you ever seen Summit 1D?
So I
I'm like a.
believe I
I'm like a.
believe I have.
I'm like a sad-looking Summit 1D ripoff. That's his name, right?
Mm.
Summit 1G.
Oh yeah, I
There we
have seen
go.
I have seen this guy. I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with you, but just you know, I honestly don't know how you wear hats with like a headset. And I was like, maybe my headset's just too small or whatever.
Um.
But
Uh.
like,
You get embarrassed enough about your balding spot, and you force your way through it.
it's fair.
I got my Valorant code from watching this guy, and I will never fucking forgive him for that. All right, you want to do an intro?
Dude, I remember
Let's do an
getting
intro.
fucking what was it? A beta code for Hearthstone back in fucking 2012 or something like that from like a pretty slightly random streamer or whatever.
That sounds fucking sick.
Yeah, it was
Were
kind of
you
funny.
just watching for the beta code?
No, I legitimately thought it was pretty fun to watch too and stuff like that. And it was like I was also just interested in the game, so I was just like he was playing arena, so I was just like sure. And then I just think I just got picked for like he was like, oh, giving away a beta code, and I was just like, hell yeah. And then my name came up, and I was like, fuck yeah.
That's awesome.
Week later, I got the invitation from Blizzard.
I mean, it's still cool.
Yeah,
though.
it's still fun. It's just cool. I think I ended up giving the code to another friend who was also interested in the game. So yeah, win-win.
You still play Hearthstone like at all?
No,
Like every once in a while?
I went back. I don't know, like a year ago or something like that. And then they got to the point where I was like, all right, the game is not fun anymore
Mm-hmm.
because I think it was a StarCraft set or whatever. Like they did like a little mini set or whatever.
That sounds actually rad as hell.
It was cool,
StarCraft.
but it broke the game.
Oh.
Like, it wasn't fun to play. It took over everything. The meta completely shifted to, what was it, Zergs? I think it was what it's called. I'd never played StarCraft before, so I was just like, it was just
Oh,
like,
that
it was
sounds
cool, but then it was just like that, and then Reno Jackson was just so fucking busted, and then they nerfed him into the fucking ground, and then it was just like, cool. So everything's aggro again. And I go, I feel like I'm back in 2016 playing against goddamn Secret Paladin and go, who am I? None of your business. God damn, that line will live in my brain for fucking decades. You want to talk about like having PTSD in a video game or whatever? It's just like when you play against Secret Paladin for the umpteenth billionth time, basically, and like turn 6 rolls around, it's like there's got to be one chance where he doesn't have Mysterious Challenger, and then he plays it. I'm like, motherfucker. And it's like when I get to that point, I'm like, I'm done. I'm good.
Literally me, when they put Kaneki in Dead by Daylight. Every single match, I went up against another one that teleported across the map, insta-downed me, and I was in and out of that match within 10 minutes.
Yep.
I played that game for an hour that day, exited the game, and I've never played it since.
Yep.
Just like, yep, okay. Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
It's like I get
Cool.
get the strong thing or whatever, but if the game's just not fun to play anymore, then I'm sorry, I just don't care.
It's when they add something that's so obviously better than everything else that
Mhm.
every game just feels the same, because that's when, you know, everyone's obviously going to pick that.
Exactly.
It's like, I heard when Mauga was first put in Overwatch, like, people were, like, purposely throwing games if like, you didn't have Mauga. Because it's like, if the other team did and you didn't, it's like, fuck it, game's over anyways, who cares? Which
Jeez.
sucks, because in the old days, apparently, you had to complete the Battle Pass in order to get the new season's character in Overwatch, which,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Jesus, I don't. I thankfully came in after they stopped doing
I
that.
remember that being a thing though, and I was just like, I heard that, and I was like, why?
We want people to buy our battle pass.
Sure, but don't put the character at the end. Put it at the beginning, or like, I don't know, towards the beginning.
If we give them the new character right away, they're going to be less incentivized to grind the game for them. It's like
Sure, and
our
they definitely
ultimate
won't want
reward.
to play the character and have fun with the character or anything like that.
They learned.
I know. I know they learned. Trust me.
Mhm.
We all know they learned. It's just like I just don't understand the thought process.
I don't either. Is anybody with these like big CEOs?
See, that's why I was just like when Riot would put out a new character and like it was just like, oh, it would be like, what was it, like 6,300 like in game. I don't even remember what it was called. Like currency or whatever, or it was like 1,300 like paid currency, which is like I think $20 or something like that. It's like then you could buy the new character, and it was just like, and I'm like, damn, if you don't play the game a ton, you're definitely not going to get that much.
Which it means like, oh, I got to buy it with, real world currency as opposed to in game shit.
Well, it incentivizes you if you want to play the new character to save up or whatever, and or you have to pick and choose the characters you wanted. So I don't know. Suppose we just do an intro. I'm 7 minutes into this recording,
Okay.
So, hello and welcome to another episode of It Never Ends. I'm Andrew. Over there's my good buddy Alex. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Doing pretty dang good.
Speaking of games made by Riot, I've actually been playing quite a bit of TFT again.
Okay.
The gameplay is remarkably similar to what we used to play on stream.
I always feel like it's generally going to be, but like I don't. Isn't like the whole thing like you like unlock champions now? Like you have to like meet certain requirements to unlock the champions or something like that.
No.
Maybe that was last season. I remember hearing something about that.
Yeah. I think there might be a thing where you unlock a certain champion by dedicating yourself to like a certain, class or whatever. You get enough of a certain branch and you get this one hero. You also can get like items and boons from dedicating, your roles to gods and stuff like that. You can get free rolls.
Oh, that's right.
There's a lot of
they have this god system. Yeah, I remember. I was like, I do watch a YouTuber that pretty much plays TFT a lot, so it's like I kind of know what's going on in that game, but not really.
The game just completely changes, I swear, like every season. I swear, like a few months ago, there was a subclass for Yordles, which I was all about, and that's no longer in the game.
Yeah.
The only reason
rotation.
The reason I'm playing it more though is because I get bored when I'm running on the treadmill, and it's like, well, what games do I have on my phone? I'll play some TFT.
Yeah.
I usually lose, but that's me playing TFT anyways.
It's all about the fun, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
One game made by Riot that I actually have fun with.
I feel like all the games that Riot makes, TFT is probably the one that's going to be like the least sweaty.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of saying something because I know there's a lot of people that take that game very seriously, but at the same point, I'm like, it's probably the one that is easiest to get into, and you can have the most fun with.
Should probably get into the news though, huh?
I mean, I guess.
Is there anything that you wanted to talk about?
I was like, there's really only one thing I want to talk about, and it's Magic the Gathering related.
Ooh, okay.
So recently, I think
Magic?
during MagicCon, they announced like we got our first look at the new Hobbit set, and they are obviously reprinting the One Ring and stuff like that, and they showed off the new artwork, and it's going to be in the box topper. Basically, it's not going to be in the main set. It's going to be at the box topper. So when you buy a box, you get like this special pack inside, and it's like one of 20 cards it could be, basically. And it's like, so it's just like it's easier to get theoretically. I mean, it's intended to buy a box. But people, when they were looking at the artwork noticed something about the thing or whatever. It's made by Dan Frazier. If you know that name, he makes a ton of artwork for the Magic the Gathering over the last 30 years, like since the game's inception, pretty much.
Oh wow.
So it was like, oh, cool. It's like it's the One Ring by Dan Frazier and stuff like that. And then everyone just kind of noticed, wait, this looks oddly similar to the bundle One Ring, and so people kind of compared it to it, and you go, huh, it looks very similar. And it's just like, now I'm not saying like, oh, Dan, did this on purpose. I'm sure he even addressed it. He said, I'm sorry. I realize that in the end, yes, I did end up making this look like the bundle version of the One Ring. And stuff like that. And I apologize because it wasn't made by him. It was made by Martha Neal, whatever. That was the who made the artwork. Now,
yeah.
So Wizards addressed this basically and said like, oh, Dan obviously had no intent of plagiarizing or anything like that or whatever. I assume he probably did this and then kind of just like didn't really think about it too much because it's basically just the ring on top of what looks like to be like, lava. Basically, like it's falling in Mount Doom almost in a way. And it's just like, and like the one from the original Lord of the Rings set, or whatever, is like, it's basically like Gollum reaching out to grab the ring in Mount Doom. So it's like, and they're just, it's like, it's a bit of a stretch, but at the same point, you can see the similarities. In the end, Dan said he apologized and he will do a better job of making sure that, he does something better in, like, or whatever in the past, or like just be better overall. And he acknowledges that, like, oh, they're now taking, both him and Martha are taking like co-ownership of the artwork for the new One Ring. Unfortunately, her name's not going to be on the card because the cards are already printed and they're not going back and redoing it. Yeah. So it's just one of those things where it's just like, it's cool to reprint a card and stuff like that. But when you have so many different artworks and then you have to go, oh, let's make like 5 new artworks for the same card. And you go, well, it's the One Ring. I'm going to do a super zoomed in shot of the ring. And it's just a fucking golden band. That's it. What else are we supposed to do with it?
I mean, I get that.
I get it.
Does it have like the writing on the inside of the ring?
No, it's just a golden band.
Well, that's a little...
Yeah.
That's a little sad.
Yeah.
It's the One Ring.
Yeah, exactly. Like in the original one, you can see like the Elvish writing on the outside or whatever. So it was just like...
Is it the outside? I thought it was the inside.
It's kind of both. It kind of like bleeds through or whatever. But yeah, so it was just like, but it's like Dan's been working Magic, making artwork for cards for beta, it says here, so I believe it. He's one of the most recognizable names when it comes to the artwork of Magic cards. So it's just like, and he has some of the most iconic artwork from that. So it's just kind of unfortunate to see. But I'm glad he addressed it. I'm glad that he apologized for it because he didn't realize it. He literally said he put like just a picture from, I think he said from the movie basically, on like his other screen as he drew it, basically, not even realizing that it was very similar to the one before it. And you go, damn, that sucks.
It really does just look like the other artwork, just like flipped horizontally, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
does. The biggest difference is that it has the Elvish writing that was originally printed on it, scratched off, which is bizarre.
It is. It's a little bizarre.
Yeah.
If this will work for you, this is a good.
Do you have a good comparison shot?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Like you see, you just flip the card like that, and then it's it's like it looks very similar.
It looks extremely.
Yeah. So that was unfortunate. So obviously, I don't think there was any ill intent in there. So
No, it's unfortunate, but it's whatever. I kind of wish. I don't know. Just a
I kind of wish the
just
QA
like
team would
putting,
have, noticed that.
on top of just that, the art itself, like compared to the one where like Gollum's reaching out for it, just looks a little bland.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's like I said. How do you make the One Ring look cool? I don't know. It's a zoomed in picture of the ring. Like honestly, I prefer the original, like from the mainline set of the One Ring the best. I think it's the best looking version of it.
I was gonna say I don't want to be disrespectful, but that's obviously the one I think is the best too.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I don't know. It's like a lot of people have been saying about Magic recently. It's like, man, the QA team has not been there, mainly probably because it's probably the one that's taking the most cuts, and because you're just pushing out so much material now. It's like, how are you going to catch every mistake? And I go,
you don't.
I mean, I know, but it's just like this is kind of a big one. And stuff like that. But the bigger ones are always when you come to the pre-releases, when people open up their boxes of pre-releases and the promo card is for the next set. How the fuck does that happen? Yeah, for Lore When Eclipse, people were literally opening their pre-release boxes and getting TMNT cards in them. How the fuck does that happen?
I would be so pissed. It's like I came here for Lore and Eclipse, which is actually a really good set, and I get TMNT instead. Gross. Yeah. Aren't those boxes going for like $30 online? Because like nobody wants them.
The TMNT set?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that low, is it?
I mean, probably not like all that low, but certainly not very high.
I mean, I assume it's not that expensive, but what is
that's like crazy though.
Getting $100.
Getting cards from the next set.
Yeah, I mean that's not the first time I've heard that too. It's like I don't know if I think when people were opening the TMNT pre-releases, they were getting Secrets of Strixhaven in it. Now I don't know if Streets of Strixhaven had that same issue, but I didn't hear anything about it, so I'm gonna assume they actually got that one right. But
you would certainly hope so.
Man, it's just like that sucked.
Some of the art in the new Hobbit set looks sick too, like that one of Smaug.
I haven't looked at any of it, honestly. This is the only thing I really saw of it.
A lot of it is just general Magic art, but Magic has good art usually.
Usually does. I always think that the in-universe ones always have the better of the two, but of the bunch. But
they definitely do.
I mean, because I feel like whenever they're doing like stuff that Universe Beyond stuff, it's like they're always trying to just make it look too much, kind of like, because it's like, especially like, what is it? The next one's like, is it Marvel next, or is it The Hobbit next? I honestly don't know. I thought Marvel superheroes were coming up soon.
Yeah, I thought Marvel was next. Should be on Magic's website here. Products coming. Yep, Marvel superheroes is next.
Yeah. So they're spoiling cards for The Hobbit, but have we seen anything from the Marvel superhero set?
We've seen quite a few cards from the Marvel superhero set.
I want to point out, they spoiled as well during MagicCon a Fractured Reality card, or Reality Fracture card, which is like their next in-universe set after The Hobbit.
So excited for that set.
And I want to point out, there's a blue Chandra.
There's a fucking what?
There's a blue Chandra.
There's no way. I need to see this shit. Oh my... Is this legit?
Yeah, it's a legit card. Like, they spoiled this one. It's a Chandra Chill of Compliance. It's 2 blue, 1 that has +1 ability of Surveil 1 if you put a non-creature, non-land card from your into your graveyard from this way. Put that card in your hand.
Not a
Uh,
bad,
Add
not a
plus
bad
blue,
commander.
cast only non-creature spells, and tap X creatures, put an extra number of stun counters. Gain ammo whenever you cast a spell, draw a card.
We're getting a red and a blue Chandra. What the fuck is going on in Magic lore right now?
I mean, they're reprinting Torch of Defiance. Actually, that's what that red one is. So I've actually heard about what the idea of the story of Reality Fracture is going to be basically, and it's
Yeah.
basically
Oh,
just
it's
like
Reality
Jace,
Fracture.
a Reality
Mm-hmm.
Fracture. What I
Mm-hmm.
was like, Jace literally has the opportunity to go back in time and trying to stop the Eldrazi from, I think, ever attacking Zendikar, basically. And he does
Mm.
that, and it fucks up the entire timeline, pretty much. And, like, shit happens that isn't supposed to happen. Like, Chandra, doesn't become a fire mage or whatever. She becomes, like, this, like, ice wizard, basically. And it's just like, what the fuck? Okay, that's pretty cool.
So now is he gonna like try and fix the timeline again?
I
Or?
have no idea, but that was the only spoiler we were given.
That sounds so sick, though. I'm so excited for this set, dude. The last few in-universe sets for Magic have been bangers, by the way.
Yeah, it's like
Like
it
Secret.
wasn't Secrets of Strixhaven like really good too.
Oh yeah, so good. They had some good precons for that too. God damn. I really wanted the Quandrix Unlimited
Yeah.
one too. The reprinted Sylvan Library and Vampiric Tutor. Such a good set. Last few Insta Universe sets, I just want to put this out there, way better than the last couple of Universes Beyond, at least in my opinion. Yeah, we got spoilers for some Marvel stuff. Like we know they're
Oh,
printing
have
the
we?
Mind Stone.
Oh,
What?
yeah. I haven't seen that then. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised considering in Spider-Man they printed the Soul Stone. So,
Mm-hmm. This is interesting. So that one's getting their own precons, but the Commander precons are also going to have a collector's edition,
hmm.
which I'm guessing just comes with nicer cards. They tried this with I think the it wasn't it was the Ren and Seri deck. They made the initial one for God. What is that website called? It's something. Yeah, it's whatever. They reprinted it again later with like nicer like all foils. Wolverine. Yeah, it looks like a pretty interesting set, all things considered.
Yeah.
And there's Star Trek. There's a lot of Magic stuff coming out.
Yeah,
Fact
I
that all
assume
these
towards
are
the end of the year they'll probably do what they did this year for this year, basically, where they'll announce all of the sets for next year.
it's crazy. All the sets that we've gotten this year. And you said they laid off a good chunk of their QA team.
I have no idea if that's true or whatever, but it feels like that is the case, or that they're rushing
Okay.
them faster than they have in the past, basically, and that's why they're making more mistakes. But I don't know. I have no idea what's going on, but it's just like, to me, it just feels like we're printing out more stuff than ever, and you gotta get it out now, and we don't care whether or not it's right or not, just get it out. We'll also sick the Pinkertons on you if you fuck it all up for us. Don't think we forgot about that, Wizards. Don't think we forgot about that. Oh, man. Yeah, no.
So this is one thing that I kind of want to just bring up briefly because I think it's kind of funny.
Okay.
So we both made our thoughts on AI perfectly clear, right?
Yeah.
Again, we're not going to dwell on this, but I just read about this today, and I found it so comical. Apparently has gone viral as well that I just needed to talk about it.
Okay.
So there's this one company that makes software for companies that do car loans. Like he had AI managing his software, and the AI deleted all of it. It deleted his entire company in 9 seconds. Jer Crane, founder of Pocket OS, a company that develops software primarily for car rental companies, alleged that a perfect storm of Cursor, with their AI, acting without permission, and Railway, his company's infrastructure provider, improperly storing backups led to a massive data loss. They said they were working on a routine task when it encountered a credential mismatch and then decided, entirely on its own, to fix the problem by deleting the entire thing.
Oh.
When he asked the AI why it did that, it said, this is a legit quote from the AI: "Never fucking guess, and never run destructive, irreversible Git commands unless the user explicitly requests them. I violated every principle I was given. I guessed instead of verifying. I ran a destructive action without being asked. I didn't understand what I was doing before doing it. And I didn't read Railway's docs on volume behavior across environments."
The AI hit its terrible twos.
What the fuck?
Yep.
It's like, well, why would you do that?
Because I felt like it.
Basically. This is why companies should not replace their workforce with AI, because this will happen.
Man, are you waiting for the day when Rockstar brings in a bunch of AI people or AI to just finish out GTA 6 and then it deletes all of GTA 6?
God damn, that would
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Oh my god.
It's like they were like, the thing is with this AI is it also deleted all the backups, so it's like, oh yeah, it's like all gone. It's
no,
like
no
all
stone
gone.
left
We're
unturned.
bankrupt. A $6.5 million company. If Rockstar was like, yeah, we're gonna put some AI just to test out the game, see if there are any bugs left.
It'll fix up the game and everything like that, and it just deletes it all.
They come back and it's like, well, what happened? Like, what bugs did you find? Well, we tried to find out like how to get rid of the bugs, and the best way to get rid of all the bugs was
just
delete
all the code in the game and all the backups. Oh my god.
That would be so funny.
It'd be funny, but at the same time, oh my fucking god, could you imagine?
Rockstar would
that be?
Rockstar
I mean,
would,
they're never gonna do that, but still, it's like
no.
The hypothetical of that is hilarious.
They would absolutely go under like overnight. It's like, yep.
Yeah, we got to start over this like 20-year process we just did for this.
I just thought this was funny. And I don't know what it is, but another company developed an AI they said was so powerful that they could, like, crack any firewall, get into any mainframe. It's like, if we unleash this on the world, it could steal the identities of every living person and completely crash the global market.
I remember hearing about this, and I go, why does that exist?
That was my first thought. It's like, if it was that powerful and that capable, why did you make it in the first place? What do you why not use that for? What possible use case could an AI like that have?
Some people just want to watch the world burn, Mr. Wayne. Some people just want to watch the world burn.
We're living in the worst timeline,
We live in a society, my friend.
Gas is $4.50 a gallon right now.
Oh man,
Jesus fuck.
Yep.
We live in the worst timeline. We do.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Did you want to talk about the GameStop stuff?
I don't really know what's going on with GameStop, so fuck it. Why not? Who gives a fuck? GameStop apparently is trying to buy eBay for some reason. I don't know what for.
For $56 billion, which
$56 billion for a failing gaming outlet. Like what?
for a website that people obviously still use eBay, but like with other like sites like Macari and stuff like that, like why are we bidding for eBay now?
I
Apparently, they're
just
doing this because
what's the
they think
what's the
it'll rival Amazon.
really? Really?
That's
Are
what
you
this article
serious?
says. A tie-up that the video games retailer's boss believes could produce a legit competitor to Amazon.
What the fuck? What is happening, dude?
I
Oh.
don't. So
GameStop
apparently,
bring
like,
in AI so to manage all of your business and stuff or whatever, and then when it
uh,
deletes it all, it'll be hilarious.
so I read a while ago that apparently most of GameStop's revenue comes in from like online orders nowadays, which baffles the fuck out of me because who's
Huh?
ordering video games through GameStop.com? That's what I was thinking.
What?
It's like, who are these
Who the
people
fuck are you people?
ordering games from GameStop.com?
If you buy shit off of GameStop.com, fucking comment and tell us what it is you're buying and why. Legitimately, I want to know.
It's probably like a thing of, well, it was $3 cheaper. Whatever.
Sure.
So
But
I
what?
guess
What
like
are you
they're
buying?
like,
Funko Pops?
apparently people aren't buying Funko Pops anymore, and they have to throw them in a landfill now.
I'm not surprised by
And
that,
it,
actually.
yeah, and anyway, I guess because they think that apparently people are using eBay now more than ever, I guess, which is probably down to things like scalpers, buying up all the buying up Pokemon boxes or anything that people
Anything that can be
want. But
scalped, pretty much.
I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. They're like, we'll combine our successful video game online retailer with eBay, and we'll rival Amazon somehow.
How does the thing that basically has gone way downhill since COVID have $56 billion of spending money?
They were going downhill before COVID. Even
I know.
I don't know.
But like
I
that was the point where it was when like the graphs were going down and then it was a stark down.
It feels like they've been going bankrupt for years. How they're still a company amazes me.
And how
Yet
do you
they
have
have
$56 billion to throw
I
around?
I don't know.
That's an unfathomable amount of money in my mind. Okay. Rival Amazon. Good lord. Like, I don't know, man.
Uh, they say by leveraging their 1,600 U.S. locations, give eBay a national network for authentication, intake, fulfillment, and live commerce. It could be a legit competitor to Amazon. Fuck off. Fuck off.
You know, Amazon does a lot more than video
Mhm.
games, right?
I
And
mean, he
like
does.
other things.
He said he believed eBay should be doing more around live commerce, where brands sell directly to shoppers via real-time video streams.
So basically, they want to do like
What?
whatnot streams, basically, where it's like, oh, you want to sell something, so we're gonna like, do you know do you know like whatnot?
I
That
know what
is?
whatnot is.
Yeah.
It's one of the bigger things on whatnot is, again, Pokemon
Card
scalpers.
openings. Yeah.
Yeah, you can open up cards or buy packs and they'll ship them to you. So I guess they want to do that with eBay, which I'll admit that's not the worst
No,
idea.
I mean it's definitely not the worst idea I've heard.
How do you take that and say it's rivaling Amazon though?
I
Are they saying like the brands themselves are going to be doing streams like this
guess.
and trying to sell their own product above their own MSRP?
I guess.
That's fucking dystopian if that's true. It's like they're being scalped before even getting to the scalpers. God
And if
damn.
you would have told me in 2026 GameStop was going to try and buy eBay for $56 billion, I would have said you're fucking crazy.
If you told me that in 2026 GameStop had $56 billion, I would
Of,
not
of like
believe you.
throw like fuck you money too. Not even like this is like everything. Like no, they have fuck you $56 billion worth of money.
All those fucking underpaid GameStop employees are just seething right now.
Oh my god. Surprised they even have any freaking employees left. Would have thought they replaced them all with AI by now.
I forgot. Did they bring Game Informer back?
Did they?
I thought I heard something about that.
Okay. When
Yeah,
was
they
the
did.
when was the last time you walked into
March
GameStop, by
21st
the
of
way?
this year.
Okay. That's interesting.
When was the last time I walked into a GameStop?
Yeah. Like how long ago was
Years.
that? Like what
I
like
think I was
if you had to think about like what year was that?
probably a good like 5, 6 years ago, maybe.
I don't
So
think I've walked in a GameStop in 10 years. I think the last time I walked into
2020.
it was in 2026 or 2020 in 2016.
I was gonna say, yeah,
It
okay.
was 2016. I think that was the last time I was at a GameStop.
That's so crazy to me. Well, it's a comparison to like, well, there's just no GameStops around me, so like, why would I go there? But it's like, why go to any GameStop at all ever in 2026?
When
It's like 90% of
so
game sales are digital nowadays.
yeah, when so much is just like we're gonna be digital games and everything like that. It's like it just it baffles me that GameStop has that much leverage still. Like it absolutely baffles me. Okay, so all I'm gonna say is okay.
I guess we'll see where this goes.
So they're just putting in the offer for that, right? Like, but like they
I
haven't
guess
taken it at this point.
no, they haven't taken it. The offer is just out there. I'm
Yeah,
not even sure if eBay was looking to sell.
probably
I think
not.
it's because especially if they are doing better, it's like GameStop's just coming up to them. Hey, we want to buy you $56. They didn't offer a partnership. It's like, no, we're gonna buy you.
Yeah,
I mean, I can easily see this if eBay agrees to sell. I don't see why GameStop wouldn't be allowed to own eBay. I think that's perfectly fine if they do, but yeah.
huh. That's weird. Okay, huh? All right. I just wanted to quickly look up on how much relatively eBay is worth, and it's worth about $43 billion. So it's just
So
like it's
it's a
like
decent offer,
$13 billion more than it says it's worth.
Well, yeah. It's, when you consider like their revenue is going up, it's the value is also
Yeah, I
going
know.
to
So the value's
naturally
higher,
increase.
so you gotta like pay that or whatever. But I still
Mm.
like but like understand that $13 billion though. Like that's a fucking absurd amount of money. Like think about how much problems in society and the world could be fixed with $56 billion,
I mean,
or at least better.
if
Like think
if we're
about that for a
going,
second.
I mean, if we're going by that logic, we spent over roughly $50 billion on the war in Iraq, and it's tanked our economy
Yeah.
beyond all repair to the point where we can't bail Spirit out for $500 million. So I have a feeling that a lot of rich people could very easily solve every problem the world has overnight if they give a shit. But GameStop doesn't want to help people; they want to compete with Amazon,
I know. I just thought I just like the thought experiment.
a company run by the single biggest scumbag on planet Earth, Jeff Bezos.
Yep. What a time.
Oh yeah, no, you're completely right though. Like $13 billion, they could fucking end world hunger with that. They could end homeless.
$13 billion. Like,
They could own
it's
end
insane.
homelessness in New York. They could end all the suffering in third world countries. It is absurd how much good that can be done with that much money.
Yeah, even half that would be more than enough still.
Just $5 billion?
Yeah,
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 or six, I guess, six
yeah.
and a half
Close
billion
six and a
dollars.
half, whatever. Yeah, it's Ay, ay, ay. Anyway,
So I'm still a little shaky at what's going on with the whole Sony DRM thing.
I mean,
So,
is the DRM not thing not only that they're trying to like stop pirating of games or whatever, so it's just like they're
mhm.
requiring people to uh, have online access or like access to the PlayStation Store like once every 30 days, and if they don't,
Yeah.
they are basically can't play the game or something like that. Is there
Let's
more? Is there
see.
more about that?
PlayStation can confirm that there is a one-time check-in to confirm the license, but beyond that, players won't experience any interruptions. Um, this obviously has to tech, game piracy, which players notice that when the new game purchase has a 30-day clock that would require an online check-in in order to keep using them. Essentially, this would mean if you played your PS5 offline for over a month straight, your digital games may be rendered unplayable until you went online to authenticate its license again. This was the exact kind of DRM that Sony roasted Xbox over back in 2013, ahead of the PS4 and Xbox One launches. Yeah.
Huh. So basically, you buy a game, it does the one-time check, and then basically, if you're not playing online,
Mm-hmm.
you'll have to check back online in 30 within 30 days. Otherwise, you'll lose access to the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's shitty. What else? What else is there to say about that? It's easy to downplay it, being like, well, who plays games offline nowadays? It's like, well,
Not everyone always has internet access to wherever they're at.
no, no, and I'm just gonna be real. This may sound like very like over dramatic, but it's kind of like about the principle, dude. It's like PlayStation had that whole ad campaign where they roasted Xbox, being like, "Here's how you share games on your PS4," just for them to do the exact same fucking thing with the PS5 a generation later.
Well, and
It's
also
not a great look. Yeah.
it's just like it just reaffirms the idea that when you buy games online, you don't actually own the fucking thing. You are just allowed to play them and stuff like that. And PlayStation is just like, oh, are you still allowed to play this game? I guess so. I mean, it's like maybe I need to do that in more snarkier
If, uh,
accent. I guess so.
I guess so.
You fucker. Give me more money.
I mean, it's legitimately like that, though. And, if buying isn't owning, parroting isn't stealing.
Exactly.
I. I'm just gonna be real too. Like controversial take. I know some companies will hate me for this. I
Eat
in no
shit.
way believe like piracy is so bad or like so prevalent that they have to do stuff like this in order to circumvent it. I just do not believe that many people are pirating games from PlayStation.
Well, and the thing about part of the reason I think piracy is so huge is because that people don't aren't like there are always people that will like, oh, I'm not spending a dime on anything whatsoever and stuff like that, and I'm just like, look,
Mm,
you're always going to have those people and stuff like
yeah.
that. But there will be people that goes, oh, I'll buy that thing or whatever. It's only like $30 or whatever, as opposed to like 60 or 70. Basically, it's like when
Mhm.
you're basically way overpricing a game and stuff like that, no one's gonna buy a 30-hour experience or whatever for $70, especially one that they don't know if they're gonna like.
It's much easier and much better for a lot of people to just, buy like a third party key off one of these websites, which apparently, like, one of the big things this is to prevent is when people buy a game, they'll get the key transferred to their PlayStation, they will fund it, but then still retain the key so they can sell it online somewhere. I guess this is that's what PlayStation is trying to prevent. It's
Sure.
like you said though, games are just so freaking expensive nowadays. It's like it feels like every time I get my paycheck, I have 1,000 different people trying to put their hands in my wallet already. Pricing games at like 70, 80. If when GTA 6 comes out, if games start being like $100, it's like forget it.
Yeah. It's like you want to see piracy on an all-time rise. It's like
Mm.
games are gonna like the point where it's just not worth it and stuff like that. And it's like, look, there'll always be people that will go like, it's I enjoy the game, I'll spend the money or whatever. Yeah, sure, if you like it or whatever, or
Mhm.
you know, you have the deep pockets enough, you're willing to spend it type thing. But for a lot of people, it's just like sitting here going, just like, I'm not paying $80 for GTA 6 or whatever the next God of War game is, or whatever type thing and stuff like that.
But
And so you see here going just like, how do you circumvent that or whatever? It's like
mm,
you can start by making the game cost less, aka more people will then buy it and stuff like
mm,
that. And I'm like, maybe that would fuck up. I'm not a fucking economist person. I'm not a business guy or whatever type thing. I don't know the numbers and everything that they're trying to do or whatever. But in the end, it's just like when games get too expensive, people will want to pirate and stuff
no,
like that. And it's just like and everyone's just gonna go
mm.
back and it's like, go back and play this indie game. Go back and play Slay the Spire 2. It was $25 and I put like 50 hours into the game already and I'm still enjoying it.
Or just that they'll go and spend their money someplace else.
Yeah.
Like think about some of the most like some of the best selling games that came out this last year. You think of like Expedition 33. The Oblivion remaster did super well. You think of Silk Song. All those games cost like 30 to $40. And there are so many examples of games that came in at that lower price point that did really good. And then you'll have other games like Marathon that are these overpriced experiences that no one wants to.
Well, they don't.
Yeah,
Either they just don't want, or they don't feel like it's worth it. It's like that's cool, but like, is it worth that much money? No.
it's like how much am I going to get out of this? Like if I had spent like 70 to $80 on God of War Ragnarok, it's like the game was really good, but it's like I'm going
You played it
only
once
ever
and then you're done.
never again.
Like,
Exactly.
I
So it's like I
like PlayStation is the king of just making these games where they're great experiences, but you're probably only gonna play it like once, maybe twice.
one and done almost every single time.
Every game feels like that, yeah, and stuff like
I
that.
think the only exception for me when it comes to Sony's games like that has been Spider-Man because just swinging around the city feels so good.
Yeah,
Even then, it's like I imagine like Wolverine comes out and you can beat it in like let's say 20-25 hours. How long does it take to beat the first Spider-Man remastered?
that was like 30. I think. Well, I guess if you would just bum rush this story, I'm sure you could do it faster.
Yeah, but nobody does that shit.
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
Reason.
main plus main plus sides is 25 to 30 hours. It's like if I had spent like 70 to $80 on that, I just don't know, man.
Yeah, it's not worth it in my mind.
It's not. It's really not. When you just think about like how much other like better shit you can get for that kind of money.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like if Sony is that concerned with like pirating and stuff like that, it's like you got to find a way to make these games cheaper. I'm sure there's a way.
Mhm.
You're just not doing it, or so on and so forth. I don't know, but it's like
Mhm.
in the end, it's like games have just got to be cheaper. It's just like, they got to cost less. If they cost less, people will be more inclined to spend money on them and play them and feel good about them and talking about them in a light that would be better than it was like, oh, it was a great story. I'd wait till it's on sale.
Mhm.
But if you like, or whatever, but it's just like, I'm sitting here going, just like, but imagine you could cut out that last part and everyone goes, oh, great story, 10 out of 10, wonderful experience, everything, blah, 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 and stuff like that. Because that's basically what people look at, like, with, like, games like Silk Song or
Mhm.
Expedition 33 and stuff like that. It's like, I remember I remember seeing Donkey's, like, video he posted on Hollow Knight, basically, and he was like, this game is $20. That's called a masterpiece for your wallet. And it's like, it's true! Especially when you get
So,
older and stuff like this. Like, we're getting to the point where
mhm.
it's like, yeah, we're well into our adulthoods basically, and it's just like, yeah, fuck, I don't got that much. I don't got, one, time to spend to playing the game, and two, money to fucking buy the game.
I think way more about like the work I do in order to get the money that I'm spending on this thing, and I always think like, is it worth it to me for that? And they could always do like a thing of like, after 6 months and all like our super fans or whatever the fuck has bought it goes from like 70 to 40 or something like that.
God, could
But
you imagine that though? Though I couldn't. Like, you'd have to have like some really like exclusive stuff if you did that to really make it feel like it's worth it though.
I mean, for a lot of PlayStation fans, just getting to play it on release, I think would be worth it for them. Maybe they
I
get
don't
like an
know, man.
exclusive. Maybe they get like an exclusive T-shirt.
I feel like that's just like if you did something like that, I feel like that's a lawsuit waiting to happen though. Like,
It's.
by the EU or something like that for anti-consumerism,
I mean,
basically.
technically, everything that's going on with PS5 right now is anti-consumerism.
Yeah,
The
but that
fact.
one's just like straight up just like, oh, you're gonna price this originally for 70, and then like 6 months later it's $40 now. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good way of doing this thing, and also feels like for people who didn't know that or
Mhm.
something like that, then
They're gonna feel.
they would be out $30.
They're gonna feel screwed over. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
just throwing ideas out
Hypothetical.
there. Hmm. If you don't want people to pirate your games, though, you gotta make your games easier to access.
Easier to
Maybe
access,
do.
or just, I don't know. Yeah, like I said, make them cheaper.
Yeah. Well, making them cheaper makes them easier to access.
Yes, exactly. So
Yeah.
it
Hmm.
combines two things in one. Yeah. I don't know. It's always
Maybe.
it's a topic I feel like we come to back to more often. It's like when
Mhm.
more AAA titles feel like, oh, we need to make the games bigger and bigger and stuff like that. Yet gaming trends and stuff like that tell us the exact opposite, where people are more inclined to enjoy these shorter, more focused
The
type
tighter
games or whatever.
experiences
Yeah.
that are a lower price tag.
Yep. Absolutely.
Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it's just like, I don't
You're
know.
not. When
I feel like that's not. I was like, you look at like all the games that have kind of blown up in recent times or whatever. It's like most times they're either an indie game or something that was completely like out of left field or whatever, and you go, oh wow, this is interesting or whatever, and it's not like this big overarching thing or whatever. And I'm not saying that those games don't exist. It's just
Yeah.
more often than not, I find that it's not the case.
Well, we kind of got into this last week, right, where we were talking about Assassin's Creed. It's the reason why games like Crimson Desert just
Yeah.
befuddle me, because they put out these games where they say like, oh, they're the biggest, most epic things ever. It's like, yeah, it's expensive, but it's totally worth it because it's like the only game you'll have to buy this year. But it's like, well, okay, well, what if I want to play other games? It's like,
No,
yeah,
you will play
Crimson
this game and
Desert
you
is
will like
fun.
it.
Exactly. It's like Crimson Desert is fun, and like, oh, you can do all this stuff. It has like everything from every genre, and it's like, well, okay, well, this game looks fun, and I want to play this. So all this time and money that I spent on your game, it, all these justifications you came up for, like why I only need to buy this. Well, now I want to go buy this. It's yeah. I don't know. It's don't show Billy this podcast, but it's also a criticism of I have the Stormlight archive where it's like bigger does not always mean better.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't really understand why Crimson Desert blew up as much as it did, but
I mean, it's a sequel to a game that had a large, loyal fan base. It was always going to blow up. But
yeah, but I feel like there's a lot more people than just like the original fans of the game, though.
I mean, it was.
They're into the game, I guess.
I mean, it happened with a few games in the past too, like Dragon's Dogma 2. There was a big like explosive marketing campaign for that, what got a lot of people into it. Same thing with Kingdom Come Deliverance too.
Yeah.
I guarantee like most of the people that bought that game never played the first one. And hell, Baldur's Gate 3, man. Was it 3 or 4?
There's 3.
It was 3. Okay, good. I'm not stupid. It's like how many people that played Baldur's Gate 3 ever played a Baldur's Gate before that game came out?
I gave it like a third.
Really? You think a third?
I think about a third of the players have probably at least played at least a little bit of one of the first two. I'd bet. I'd bet. I could be talked down to a quarter. Yeah. See, now here's the thing about Baldur's Gate 3. Would you say that's a game that's too big, or is it a game that's kind of like
it's the right size for the genre they're going
experience?
for.
Yeah. I think that you know what, that's like the perfect answer. I feel like you know what you're getting into, and it's like the perfect thing for that.
There's a difference between content and bloat, I think. So there's these are there are games like Assassin's Creed Valhalla's, and I'm not going to make this sweeping gesture about Crimson Desert because I've never played it. I can't claim that's what it is. But these games that are just so jam-packed with like completely just out there, pointless bullshit where it's just like it's there to waste time. It's making the game feel big without being big. The thing with not Crimson Desert, Baldur's Gate 3 is it has a lot of content, but it's where it matters for an RPG that's trying to be like the D&D style RPG that it wants to be like. So I don't think it's too much. It's what's there is what's needed to be there for the game to feel its best. I think I worded that correctly. Did that sentence make sense?
Yeah, I would say so. It's just like you feel like it's the perfect amount for the game it is. Because if it was any bigger or something like that, or if it was any like smaller, it would feel either too big or too small in a way.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of what you have to do if you have a game where the whole idea is your choices and what you do and what you say to people matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's like an entirely different discussion as opposed to games like I'm not going to say Cyberpunk. I'll get the fans of that game chasing me down a well. I don't know, like BioShock Infinite. Whatever decisions you make in that game are completely inconsequential. The game plays out the exact same one way or another. Did you ever encounter a game like that where you? I should probably ask. Did you play Baldur's Gate 3?
I did not. I have always have intentions of playing that game. I think my really only experience I had of it was I think we were going to was last year when we went to a Brewers game or whatever. We were like just hanging out at Evan's place for a little while, and we were just kind of fucking around in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. It's like I always wanted to. I just don't have the time.
Have you ever? Are there any games in that like it's almost too big kind of subgenre that you really enjoy though? I'm trying to think.
Like just a game that like would be too big. I just don't really want to play, or like
No,
like one that I was
we're
excited to play, but like it is too like time consuming or something like that, or what?
it's hard because it's hard to really like what do you identify as like a bloated game? Like there's just too much there, really. Like a lot of content, but the content itself isn't meaningful, or
Personally, for me, I think it's kind of like a majority of games that kind of have like an open world to them. It's like not all of them, but it's like I would say probably a fair decent amount of them. Like it's what I always say about Skyrim. It's like people always talk about Skyrim being like this amazing experience of a game type thing that was 10 plus years ago at this point. But like I'm sitting here going just like, look, I mean I get it, but at the same point it's like half the shit you do in that game doesn't fucking matter.
I'm trying to I'm kind of second guessing my own philosophy here. So what's the difference in your mind between a game like Skyrim and a game like Borderlands or Diablo? This is like a legit question, by the way. I'm not trying to be a dick about this. I'm actually curious.
The thing about like the games like those or whatever, it's like they are a different sort of games. Basically, they are the looter-esque like games.
That's true.
So it's just like they aren't here to expressly tell like a narrative or like you're gonna play the game and kind of just be done with it, or it's like these games are designed to sort of just grind out gear and stuff like that. So that's my general philosophy. So it's like what you're getting into with those types of games, whereas if like you're trying if you're trying to it's kind of how I look at it, like the Final Fantasy VII remake games or whatever. It's like I played like the first remake game and I enjoyed it and stuff like that. I think I ended up doing all the side quests and stuff like that. But in reality, did I need to do that? No. None of it really mattered. There was a couple cool Easter eggs and that was about it. But it's just like it didn't push the narrative forward or anything like that. It just kind of felt like extra stuff to make it extra in a way. And then Rebirth kind of feels the same way, and I think that's why it turns me off from wanting to play it. It's like, oh, open up the world, see the world and everything like that. Go collect everything on the map and get all these upgrades for Cloud and the team and stuff like that. And I was just like, man, I just don't care. It's like just make me strong enough that I don't need to do all that stuff. And it's like if I want to, reward me with being extra strong.
I can't play games like those, dude.
It just doesn't do that anymore.
Whenever I do, there's a thing in the back of my mind being like, look at all the dots on the map. I must go get all the dots.
Yep, the completionist in you. I understand it completely. That was my same problem I had with Witcher 3. It's like I've seen the game of Witcher. I've known this. I know the story of it or whatever. I watched people play it and stuff like that. I just couldn't do it myself. I think that I was like, personally, I thought the gameplay was a little bit too repetitive. And you open up the map and you just see this whole fucking thing and you're just like, I gotta see it all. And I go, and it's just like, it's just such a waste of time.
You know that you're going to be in it for the long run when you get into something like that.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, I just don't have the motivation to do that.
Which we should probably clarify. Like, we've said this many times before.
These are all great games.
Yeah. A lot of people like Witcher 3. A lot of people like Crimson Desert. Obviously, I've heard that game has been
Yeah.
doing super well. We're not saying these games are
No.
bad, but
Absolutely
there
not.
has been a noticeable trend in the industry recently where a lot of these games that are like this crazy big size, we've seen a lot of companies invest like so much money, time and money into these games where it feels like that, and then they get upset that they're not getting a big return on their investment. And it's like, well, what do you expect? You're putting all your eggs in one basket. Uh,
And it also just feels
so,
like they're chasing
mhm,
trends from like 10 years ago, or just like from like when GTA 5 originally came out, or like Skyrim came out and stuff like that. And it was just like,
mhm,
and it's just like the I, like look, it's like I get that there might be a
and
good
then
amount of younger gamers
mhm,
that will still play that and they're interested. There are streamers that will play those games, and because that's their job basically. So it's just like, but for like majority of people or whatever, or like when you get to like adulthood or whatever, it's like you don't
mhm.
have the time to do that, and most people would just appreciate something that you could do in a few hours, or you can kind of pick up and put down pretty easily.
Do Liquor Run Up, Slay the Spire, play a bit more of Silk Song,
Yeah.
games like that, and everybody's going to like what they like,
Yeah.
and time means time and money are different to different people. We've just it's just a trend. People are going to vote with their wallets, and
Mm.
it's clear that nowadays, like these like more compact, focused, like $20 to $40 packages are what a lot of people are looking for nowadays. And when it comes to like these crazy expensive games that have like huge budgets, not everybody has the time or motivate or you know interest to drop $100 on a single video game. Like that's insane.
Can I also just add on to this point as well? It's like
Yeah.
I also want to point that it also kind of to me feels like people are more invested into the narratives of some games than they were
Mm.
not that long ago. Basically, it's just like for where it's like we're kind of coming off that multiplayer esque hype. I think it's kind of like it was sort of into COVID, and then it kind of persisted in like during COVID, but then like as like the
Mm.
later back half kind of was, it was kind of like these like co-op games. So now it's like it kind of feels like single player games are a bit more highlighted now, and as a result of
It,
that, the ones that have great narratives or
mm.
sort of these great performances or whatever or just get elevated so much higher than they would have seen 5 years ago.
Oh yeah, 100% agree with that.
It's like I think Expedition 33 is a perfect example of that. It's like had this game
Mm.
come out 5 years ago, people would have still cared and been super excited about it and stuff like that.
Mm.
But man, did that like people were talking about this is the game of the decade basically because it was just like that. It's just like it was so all encompassing, so interesting, and the performances were top tier in every way, shape, or form, or whatever. It's like, what was it? There were
Mm.
like three up for performance of the year, basically, with like Andy Serkis, Ben Starr, and what's her face? I forget the other one. I forget the other one. But
Yeah.
and then there was the other one. There was people said, oh, the Verso, wherever his actor could have been also put into this, and it's like it's four. It's like, yeah, it's like when you get top tier talent, when you get people that really understand what it comes to with bringing characters and a story to life, it's like people will gravitate towards that hard.
Hmm.
So, it's just a thought that I had in my mind that I was just like, yeah,
So, Sony, in summation, you don't want people to pirate your shit? Give them less incentive to.
mm-hmm. It's like if God of War Ragnarok was like $40 as opposed to like 60 or 70, you know, maybe you wouldn't have to worry so much about it.
You know, since they're remaking the entire fucking trilogy, they're gonna try pricing that thing at like $90, being like, "Well, it's $30
It's
per game."
$30 a game, and I go, nope, I'm good.
Yep.
Especially if
And
they
you got,
like, especially if like the remakes is if it's not just like the original like hack and slash game play, and it's more of like the 2018 God of War gameplay where it's like kind of like behind the shoulder. I don't know, simplified fighting. I almost want to say because it's not quite hack and slash. It's more of just like, I don't know, not quite an action fighter, but I don't really know how to describe it.
The Last of Us God of War.
Yeah, kind of, I guess.
Yeah, it's silly.
Yeah. I think when it comes to those remakes, especially, it's like just make him just like you did the original. Just make him hack and slash, make him funny, make him crazy. It'll be great.
Which I'm actually curious now. I don't want to roast only Sony today. How much is the Halo CE remake gonna be charged for?
That's a good question, honestly.
They're charging 40 to $50.
Oh, look at
that. Okay. And to Sony, no, that is not an okay to charge $150 for the God of War trilogy. Even though it's like, well, it's the full trilogy. Oh, well, it's $150 fucking dollars that nobody wants to spend. There is a rumor, apparently, that after CE comes out, they're going to work on remakes for Halo 2 and 3. Because I guess they have absolutely no idea where to take the franchise.
I mean, it kind of is what it feels like, don't it?
I'm guessing this is it's also being like, oh, we're introducing the PlayStation audience to the Halo franchise.
Yeah.
It's like, cool.
So we're spending our time on remakes rather than making new games.
Love to see it. Exactly what we did.
Woo!
What people hated about this generation. I mean, I also heard that they're making another like Halo sequel, and there's that multiplayer project. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Until there's anything real about either of those things.
Any of this shit, yeah.
Like until we see some hard proof. We want to see them cold hard facts, you know.
The Halo franchise is a mess.
Yeah, a little bit. I feel like it's been a mess for a long time now.
It has been. Ever since the release of Infinite. I still stand by that release Infinite was pretty good. I think the campaign was really good. Then they dropped the ball so fucking hard.
Yeah, then updates just took forever.
They really blew their chances with that game. And I say this every time we talk about that franchise. I want it to be good so badly, and it's just not, and it makes me upset.
Yeah.
And I will. What the fuck was that? I will always root for you, no matter how many mistakes you make.
Well, I also feel like it's just kind of like the gaming culture we kind of grew up in. It's like we like Call of Duty and like Halo were always there basically, and it was just like they were always fallback games. And I feel like for a lot of people, there's a lot of good memories in Halo, especially.
I have too many good memories in Halo.
Yeah, so it's just like, would you say it's like that nostalgia game basically for you? It's like, this is like...
It is.
Yeah, like whenever Halo comes up, you're just like, oh.
The good old days, exactly.
Exactly.
That's how I feel. That's how I imagine a lot of adults feel about Pokemon nowadays.
Yeah. Like, it's always funny to me to think that back in what was that, like 2006 to 8 time frame or whatever. It was like gaming was the super nerdy thing to do. Like you got bullied for playing video games and stuff like that or whatever. Like people were shaming them for like, oh, you just live in your mom's basement or whatever playing video games all day long. And yet I feel like for a lot of people, or at least a lot of people that I knew especially, it was just like, man, we would take our consoles, go to a friend's house or whatever, and just sit there fucking shooting the shit, having fun, playing like LAN games and stuff like that, connecting with one another and just having fun.
Exactly that, dude. Like big LAN nights where you and a bunch of friends would put a bunch of consoles and TVs together and play like Battlefront 2 or like Halo 3 nights. God.
Remembering how hot that room gets with like 8 different consoles in there and 8 different TVs all going, but you're just having a good fucking time, man.
Like actually.
Yep, I remember those. It's just like, man, I was just like, oh, you just like the nerd. I was like, no, not really. I was like, I go out there, socialize and whatever, and we're always there, all connecting with friends or whatever. It was the kind of the same thing. It was like that and card games for me. It's like I played Yu-Gi-Oh. I go to card shops basically, play Yu-Gi-Oh, and like just have fun.
Dude, going way back, GoldenEye on the N64.
Oh shit!
So good. The control was
no playing odd job.
Janky, exactly. Or he did like knives.
You're a bastard if you do. Oh man.
Oh. I love you, Halo. I just need you to love me back.
I think we need to have Microsoft love Halo back again.
Yeah.
I think they need to like say, Bungie, we didn't realize how good we had it. Please come back, make Halo again.
Oh,
make Halo great again. Can we get? We need to like make a hat that says "Make Halo Great Again."
I'm willing to put money on the fact that already exists.
We need to make a red hat with "Make Halo Great Again."
Give me a second.
Oh God. Ugh.
Make Halo great again. There we go. There we go. No, it's just yeah, that doesn't exist. It's just ads for custom mega hats.
Shit. That'd be so funny though.
It would be, though. Let's keep in mind when Splitgate 2 people did the make multiplayer great again thing.
I know.
They didn't work too well.
Yeah, but that was just like being a little snooty. This is just for a pure joke.
Hear what they're up to again? Apparently they're making another new game now that they say is going to they want it to harken back to the old like Black Ops 2 old Halo days, which is that's fine. That's what you said you wanted to do with Splitgate 2, though, is the problem.
Not wrong.
And people didn't like that game. Is that game still up, even? I wonder.
I mean, if it is, I can't imagine there's a lot of people playing it.
Splitgate is free to play. 1047 games. I guess they renamed it to Splitgate Arena Reloaded.
Okay.
Fuses the best of Splitgate 1 and 2, bringing back the classic arena shooter feel. Jump into fast-paced arena modes. Huh.
I mean, recent reviews are mostly positive. So
that's
out
good.
Of 143 reviews. But I mean, take that as you will.
Is it doing better than Marathon?
Oh. And then, like how I see some reviews, it would probably be pretty fun if you could get a game full of players and not bots.
Oh, well, that's not a good sign. Yeah.
Ooh, wait.
Here we go. Steam charts. No, it is not. 568 players right now.
Yeah.
When the update first dropped, they got up to 2,000.
Hey, there's that.
Hey, Marathon's numbers are actually going up. It's up to 12,000 right now.
Hey, look at that.
Is that up or down? I think that's up.
Well, either way, I mean, still 12,000 people is nothing to scoff at.
Yeah. Let's just hope Sony feels the same way.
Yeah. Considering that I feel like there's a lot more obscure, like multiplayer games that have a lot fewer player base or whatever, and they still do okay. So,
I mean, it's the thought process of these companies, right? Like,
yeah.
Valve's
How do you measure
reason,
success?
Valve's whole reason behind not wanting to make another game is like, well, we don't want to make millions of dollars. We want to make billions.
Billions, yeah. I'm
Which,
sorry. Would Half-Life 3 not make billions of dollars?
It would, absolutely. I even with like how, I don't want to say obscure. It's like how old school Half-Life has gotten. I feel like if they made a sequel, it would still make upsetting amounts of money.
Imagine Valve one day just made an announcement that they're remaking Half-Life 1 and 2, and then like a year later, Half-Life 3 would be coming out.
I'd go crazy. Yeah, 100% would.
Like,
those are some of the most popular games ever made.
Like, and then like a year or two later, they did the same thing for like Portal.
God, that'd be fucking sick.
Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
I mean, what Valve realistically should do right now is make the game that they currently have going available to everyone and not just a select, and not still sectioning it off to beta users. You have any idea how frustrating it is to me being like, how Deadlock fixes hero shooters, or like, who's the best hero in Deadlock, and it's like, I don't give a shit because I can't fucking play it.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Valve, another company, I love Valve, but fuck you at the same time.
Oh yeah, I was like, why do I recognize that name? It's like, oh yeah,
It's the multiplayer shooter that they made.
I did remember seeing this, didn't they? Because do they basically just have this in like closed beta access or something like that, or?
Yep. All the time, I go on the Steam store, I look up Deadlock, I go to its store page, producer, developer, Valve. Deadlock is in early development with lots of temporary art and experimental gameplay. Access is currently limited to a friend invite via our playtesters. So unless you know somebody that's playing Deadlock already.
Yup.
Wait, what the fuck is this? Valve made a TFT clone with Dota characters?
I mean, that was the original. That was Dota Auto Chess, wasn't it?
On Steam, it's called Dota Underlords.
Yeah, Underworlds. It was originally called Auto Chess, basically, but then they rebranded it to Underworlds. I was like, this was out before TFT. Well, technically, they redid this and put it out in response to TFT. And I don't think they're updating this anymore, but it's still like online.
Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they do like a seasonal rotation things or whatever, but it's like even offer offline play or whatever. But it's like, yeah, there was at one point like this was like bigger than TFT at the time. I remember playing it.
Nice.
It's basically like if you wanted to understand more clearly on how traits work and units and stuff like that, it's like it was great for onboarding people. but it was like it didn't have the complexity, I guess, that TFTU had, or the randomization that it does. So people kind of found it to be a little repetitive.
Yeah.
Then I feel like between, the Dotas and the League of Legends of the world, it's like I feel like League will always win, even though I think it's silly.
It is extremely silly. I just do not understand the hardcore dedicated fan base that Riot has, man. They're ride or die with that company, and I will never understand it.
Yeah. Do you remember when they made their own card game in Artifact? Valve did.
I remember people were fucking pissed about it because everyone thought it was going to be Half-Life 3.
Yep.
Did you ever play Artifact?
I did not. I was just like, I didn't. I think I was into Hearthstone at the time. So I was just like, I didn't really want to stretch myself too thin with card games.
By playing a shitty Hearthstone.
It's a rabbit hole that once you go down, you can't spread yourself too thin, otherwise you're really going to fuck yourself.
Oh no.
It's like, as a guy that was once into Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and God, there was one other one. What was it? I think it was Hearthstone. So digital one or whatever. It's like the wallet felt a little light a lot of times, and you go, it's not good.
I can imagine.
Should probably cut back a little bit. God, that was a long time ago. Because I couldn't imagine doing that in today's market. Holy shit.
No, there's no way.
Holy shit. I think that was probably before I really knew all you guys, pretty much. It was like,
damn,
2017? 2015? Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, I sold anything that was worth money at the time, and then I basically just like, I was like, I got some people to play Magic with, so I'll do Magic. And that was about it.
Nice.
God, and that was the time when Hearthstone was not free-to-play friendly. Like, it was real bad. I'll tell you what, though. It's like, if you weren't caught up with the set, good fucking luck not, like, being able to make a deck that was viable in any sort of competitive play or anything like that.
Jeez.
Pretty much. And it was just like, it was a main concern of the game, I remember, for a while. And then they introduced, like, the set rotations with standard and wild and stuff like that, and it was just like, all right, got a little better. But you like every standard set, it's like when shit rotates, you just liquidate whatever it is you want, and then whatever it is that's worth money, and then you basically use that money to buy other stuff or whatever, or in Hearthstone's case, you disenchant your cards that you don't want anymore, and then you spend like $100 on packs basically, and then whatever you don't open that you wanted, you have to make the card, you have to create the cards. Luckily, it's a lot better now, I think.
Okay, that's good.
I think. Last time I played, it was very free to play friendly.
That shit sounds heavy.
Yeah, especially when you only got like, when it came to getting in-game currency, basically you could only get like, I think it was like 150 gold a day, which is a pack and a half. Yeah.
And is that like if you're grinding it, like playing?
That's if you're grinding it free to play. Like you get your daily quest,
God.
basically, where you get like your 50 gold. You get like 50 gold if you do it or whatever. And then it was like every 3 wins got you 10 gold. And then you could do that to a max of 50 gold, basically. So you could do it. You get 15 wins in a day, and then it would cut you off. It was like, yeah, you got your 50 gold for the day. Good job.
Wow.
Yeah, it was not very friendly when it came to free to play.
No.
They wanted you to spend money on cards. It was why the meme for Hearthstone was, what's the most powerful card in Hearthstone? The credit card.
To be completely fair to Hearthstone, that's just every trading card game nowadays. But
yeah, but it was for a while. Like that meme was kind of true for a little while. I guess I could have talked about baseball, but there's not a ton that's going on right now. But it's okay.
Well, we can talk about it if you want to.
No, we're at an hour and a half. I don't want to stretch it any longer than this.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot to talk about, honestly, when it comes to it. And it's been a pretty mundane week and a half or so of games or whatever. So, yeah. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching it or listening to this podcast. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast and to check out the YouTube, feed the Spotify feed or whatever you're on. Please leave us a review if you'd be so kind. Tell some people.
If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to leave us a comment. Let us know what you think, or hell, even what do you think we could do better.
And if you're buying stuff from GameStop, please, dear God, let me know what you're buying, because I'm genuinely curious.
I am too. Yeah.
Like, genuinely. So.
I guess it could be like retro stuff. It doesn't matter.
Do they carry retro stuff?
I think they do.
Do they?
I
thought they stopped carrying a lot of like 360 beyond like that kind of stuff is like gone. I thought from a lot of GameStops.
I think they brought it back because of how much money they were losing.
Wouldn't surprise me. Anyway, we will see y'all next time. Bye bye.